Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 57 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch gears. Switch gears. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
From the gun. Fowler looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Ball track. Mike, check. 59. So we got me.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Ready. Henry. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Now watch run.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open, it's Jaleel Scott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Max box. Right. Orbit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Fowler. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 51 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out, and the Saints have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That's it, baby.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set, ready. 6 yards.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. 3, 6, 1.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Check. Lucky.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This time Jackson will throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, Ravens said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, Fowler. Over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Fowler flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready, set.
Watch the back.
Blue draw, Parker. Smith.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now, 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 6-6, pull it high.
Check the back, check the back.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, Fowler out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
It's just me and you.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Jumping.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
You got time right there.
Topper!
50's the mic.
Brickstone, travel.
Tighten up.
Hey, box drop. Now.
Operating from the gun. Fowler. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Pirine. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got daylight. The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally? Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Let's get off the field, D.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. I got it.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the catch, it's Crowder. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check, 47. Tackles.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check it out, Reed.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Bang, 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 bang.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Crowder now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got it! 59 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
General West.
Looking to throw. Fowler. And his throw here's incomplete. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Fair.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Switch.
Go. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
From the gun, Fowler. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Good job.
Alvin Kamara, 91 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
We're ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kerryon Johnson. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Pirine. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, here's Pirine. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Let's go, hit it.
To throw on third down. Fowler. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Past the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll have a first down past the 40, and Thomas has it. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go, set. 10-2 stop.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?